come in at a different angle and I still roll off this thing. Good morning, friends. Happy weekend. Although why I get excited over the weekend, they just go by so fast. In the blink of an eye, they're gone, and Monday morning rolls around again. Welcome to a new video. Welcome if you're new here. My name's Christine. This week was a busy week as usual. Even though I was off Monday for my skin cancer procedure, I worked a few hours from home on Tuesday to try to get things caught up from the previous week. Wednesday I was off, and Don's sister and brother with her husband and son came to visit, so we had a wonderful afternoon with them. Thursday and Friday I was back at work as usual. Friday, as soon as I signed off, we got ready and went down to the beach to have dinner with his family again, and we had such a good time. So Don and I will probably be flying up north before the end of the year to spend more time with them. And besides, I need a change of scenery. I want to go back up north. Yeah, that sounds like a plan. So today, I don't know if I'm going to do too much. Boy, I tell you, just looking at this room will be a project in itself. Let me just swing you around so you can see what I mean. It is a complete mess. I have those two dining chairs I have to get back in that closet, and that closet is stuffed. I have my old computer there on the floor still. I got tons of mail to go through. I have a Christmas tree ring I need to get rid of, and that Tempur-Pedic mattress topper in the corner I need to do something with. It's just a filthy, filthy mess in here. But that is a video and a day or two all in itself. So today I'm just going to do the normal things around here, start in the bedroom like I normally do. I only got to washing yesterday's dishes last night after we got home from visiting Don's family. So I need to straighten up the kitchen, put the stuff away, clean up the kitchen counters. I really didn't get a chance to do much of that during the week. Bathrooms need to be cleaned, laundry needs to be done. I think I will start in the bathroom because I need to change my bandage on my boo-boo. If you're a little squeamish, you might get a glimpse of it. I apologize in advance. And then we'll get to cleaning the bathroom. One of my viewers did ask me what this cancer looked like. It's very hard, first of all, to film yourself. You're with a camera and when you go to take the picture, it's like, it's hard to even zoom in that close to the one I still have on this side of my nose, right here. It kind of looks like a little blister, maybe with a little patch of dry skin over it. Some of these pictures are not from my actual face, but I did look it up closest to what it looked like on me. And of course, the first one I probably had something in the crease of my nose, which right in here. It wasn't a raised bump. It was more like a little dry patch of skin, very little, and I would just flake it off and not worry about it. And then, of course, when you look at it with a magnifying mirror, you see a tiny little spot. And I had that thing for probably a little over 10 years, and then it kind of took off and it turned into a bump, a big bump, which I just figured, it's an old lady wart. And, people, Dawn, my sister in particular, says, you better go have that looked at. So I did, and it turned out to be the basal cell carcinoma. So I had that taken care of. Actually, it's still there, so the radiation didn't help for it. And then they started popping up on my nose, and I figured, let me go now, and before they get too big. So that's about the best I can explain as to what it looks like. The doctor said basal cell is very common. It's not a cancer that spreads. It's not an aggressive form. It's not going to kill you. And the surgeon even said it's more, when they're on your face, it's more of a cosmetic nuisance. Which is true. It was at the point I couldn't even blow my nose, and they bleed. That's another symptom. Just blowing my nose and rubbing it with with a tissue, they would start to bleed. And I said, that's, even a pimple doesn't do that. The best thing I can tell you, though, is if you have a bump that is not healing, not going away, if you have a spot that is not going away, get it checked out. I was going to say wear sunscreen. In my case, it's too late. I mean, once the damage is done, it's done. They're going to start popping up. But that's my story on basal cell carcinoma. Get checked out, people. Don't be a dummy like me and just think it's an old lady wart.
How come the stars come to shine when it's dark from so far away? Show us where we are. What makes the sun go to sleep every night, and what's it dreaming of? I wonder. How come the sky sometimes hides behind the clouds? Maybe it's just like me, a little bit scared of heights. Why does the rain always keep on pouring down when it's gray outside? It really makes me wonder. Yeah, it makes me wonder. It really makes me wonder. How come the trees get undressed when it's cold? And don't they miss the leaves they left behind? Could it be to make the ground shine like gold until winter comes? Until winter comes, until winter comes. It really makes me wonder. Yeah, it makes me wonder. Stars come to shine when it's dark from so far away and show us where we are. It really makes me wonder. Yeah, it makes me wonder. Ooh, I wonder. Ooh, I just wonder. Makes me wonder. piece of.
thank you, dear friends, for watching today. I was so happy to see you, and it's good to start getting things back to normal around here again. Tomorrow, maybe I will tackle this room. Maybe I won't tackle this room, but I will be tackling something. So until I see you again tomorrow, everybody have a wonderful evening and stay happy, stay well. Good night.